supervisor, it may be team leader, it may be CEO or CFO. So the whomever is taking the particular job title and move it into the next level, we are calling as a leaders, right? So what makes an effective leader? How can you become the one effective leader? What makes? So leadership is a learned behavior that comes with many attributes. So attributes is characteristics, some traits, some qualities, some silent features. So what are the different types of attributes that we'll be learning in the next slides? So according to the study conducted by Center for Creative Leadership, that is between 38% and more than 50% of new leaders fail within first 18 months. That means 1 year, 6 months. Each and every leader is more than 50% of the leaders. Out of 100 leaders, 50% leaders are failing within 18 months. Why it is happening? Because of different types of traits, different types of attributes. Clear? Next, moving on to the next slide, you can understand clearly. Yes. To lead into the VUCA world, right? Today we are in this highly advanced world. The world is moving like anything. So we are not going to expect what type of technology is happening. So day by day, new technology is coming into the market, digitalization, automation. Also, we are supposed to be more accustomed to the environment, and you should be enough skills to approach. So to lead in this VUCA world, what do you mean by the VUCA world? VUCA. Can anyone tell what do you mean by the VUCA world? What that V denotes? What that V denotes? And what U denotes what C and A? Yes, can anyone? In by V? Yes. Sorry, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Sir, it is a one-side presentation, sir.
Oh, okay. So it is a VUCA world. To lead into the VUCA world, that is VUCA. That V is volatility, whereas U is uncertainty, whereas C is complexity and A is ambiguity. Right? All these are the different types of. Yeah, sorry for some technical issue. I think I am now. It is fine, I think.
Yes, sir, it is. You can continue.
Yeah. So we are in this VUCA world because leaders must be adaptable, resilient, and innovative. So what do you mean by leaders should be adaptable, resilient, and innovative? If you go through this, that is what VUCA world, because market is highly volatile. We don't know when the shares are coming up, when the shares are going down, and highly uncertainties because we see a lot of complexities are happening, and there is a role ambiguities. If you go with uncertainties, no one expected up to 2020 March that COVID is going to come and we are going to be into that bad situation, unprecedented situation we are going to face, and everyone is in the pandemic position, right? How you are going to have those situations, how you are effectively resilient with those situations. Uncertain, resilient is nothing but coming quicker from the bad positions into good shape. So we are in the bad shape that we are going to come with a good shape. The quicker solution from the any particular problems. we should be very resilient. So that time when you are having a COVID, we are maintaining social distancing, keeping mask, washing hands with sanitizer. And even once we get affected with the COVID, so you are mentally, physically, so we are socially very strong, and we should be very resilient to the particular disease, the particular pandemic situation, how we are resilient. And third thing is innovative. So today the products are going to be changed. Even the products, whatever you are having today. So after 2 days, after a week, after a month, after a year, you can see a lot of changes in the existing products. So there is something new innovation, adding the new features, new characteristics. All these things are going to happen. So that is what in this today OCA world, the leader should be so adaptable, very resilient, and very innovative. These three traits are very important for any leader. And they should foster a culture of continuous learning. The leader should be in a position of continuous learning, and he can promote the collaboration and encouraging risk taking. Right? So if you are not able to take the risk, we can't make it so innovative. So innovation all the time, it is with risk taking. So you are coming with the new futures. So first, you come to know whether users are going to like or not, whether customers are going to like your features or not. After once they use, whether it is user friendly or not, once they use, what might be the feedback. Based on the feedback, you have to iterate your decisions, iterate your prototype, iterate your all the features what you have given. So this is a risk taking. When it is adaptable, resilient, innovative, you should be in continuous learning, because technology is going to change. You are going to grab the upcoming technology, and you can promote the collaborations. And also you have to take risk, the things, the new innovative approach what you are coming to the market. Next, now you come to know those who are leaders. Now what do you mean by leadership? The small difference between leader and leadership is, leader is a people, leader is a person, whereas leadership is the process. But leadership is a process. It might be, that is what we have learned, that just now we discussed, that is adaptable, resilient, innovative, continuous learning, promoting collaborations, and having a risk taking. All these are the set of the traits, set of the characteristics that each and every individual should have. So your process, it is called a process. Leadership is a process. So leader is the person who inspires, motivate, and ability to guide others. To guide others is here we call as a followers. Maybe the group of a team under 10 employees are working, or a group of 100 members. So there is a supervisor, there is a team. So you can see many of the MNC companies, they are having a group of 8 to 10 people. They are having a team leaders and a group of teams. So more than 5 or 6 teams or 8 teams again under one project manager. So different project managers are there. Under different project manager divide the employees into different teams, each team having a team leader. So empowering the people, you are inspiring the people, you are sharing your vision and your goals, and you make them understand the world is, we are in the VUCA world, because highly volatilities are there, uncertainties are there, complexities are there. So the role ambiguities are there. It is your duty to make them understand this, to adaptable to the new environment, no technical environment. Clear? So there we are having different sort of leadership skills. So we categorize these different sort of skills into 3 levels, like human related skills, technical skills, and conceptual skills. What do you mean by human related skills? The human skills are nothing but how you are effectively dealing with the people. So their perceptions, their personalities, right? So they are having their stress, their depression, their comorbidities, all psychologically, all human related issues. And maybe in terms of the salary, their performance, their training, all this comes under human skills. Whereas second is technical skills. You are technically enough, because today each and everything, instead of writing up a green recruitment, green selection, green training, which means that we are using less paperwork. So everything we are feeding, everything you are depending upon the online. So more digitalization, right? More digitalization. So you technically, you should be enough. You should know the MS Excel, how to operate, and integration, add on with artificial intelligences, add on with some new sort of softwares. So programming software, referencing software, editing software, different types of tools. and MS Word, PowerPoints. All these are some of the technical things that you should know. The third thing, conceptual. Conceptual skill is more about underpinning concepts, underpinning theories. These are the three categorized different sort of skills. Are there? Next slides we will be learning what are the skills that are required for the leader. All these things categorized into the three levels. Now, according to Steve Jobs, so many of you know, that's why I come with this quote. According to Steve Jobs, he said, so management is about persuading people to do things they do not want to do. Whereas while leadership is about inspiring people to do things they never thought they could. Clear? So leadership is the process, as I said, that you are going to inspire the people to do the things which they never thought they could. So everyone having inherent qualities, everyone having inbuilt capabilities, everyone having inbuilt potentials, everyone having competency for the upcoming technology and currently going technology. But he is the leader, is the one who is going to identify the competent people, who is going to identify the skills. So which they thought they could not do earlier. They never thought they could. That is, they never thought they could, because the leader is the only one who is able to identify their skills, and they are going to unleashing the potentials. You are shining, you are shaping, you are revamping their skills with different sort of leadership skills. That is what Steve Jobs has said about the leader. So every time, whenever we are talking about leaders, we have different sort of leaders. We have many leaders from, we can say, Mahatma Gandhi, Abraham Lincoln, Napoleon, and these are traditional Indira Gandhi, charismatic leadership. And recently, if you talk about Microsoft and Google, Satya Nadella and Google, Sundaram Pichai, Microsoft CEOs, Satya Nadella, all these are some of the leaders which you are often listening about this sort of leadership skills, how they have transformed their organization. But recently, if you see transformational leadership, I'm talking about particularly transformational leadership. In leadership skills, we are having different sort of leadership skills, like autocratic, democratic, laissez-faire. These are different sort of leadership skills are there. But here, when you are talking about leadership skills, the three things comes into mind. Like first is autocratic, democratic, and laissez-faire. Whereas autocratic, very strict, straightforward, is a punishment related sort of leadership skills. General, most often you can see for lower level jobs. Whereas democratic participative is executive jobs, when you are going to take some board meetings, senate meetings, we are taking a right decision, policy making, policy formations. There we are making democratic participative. Whereas laissez-faire is, it is like you're trusting. So either two sort of again we can divide. So that is completely either you are not more people oriented, you are not again organizational oriented. It is very free range, hands-on session, that you feel that employees are going to come with their work, they are going to do their work. These are the three sort of leadership styles. So here, whenever you're talking about a leader, that these days, particularly in 2000s, 20th century, in 2020, after this, you can see a lot of changes happen because of the one and only the leader, that is transformational leadership. The best example is, someone will ask you, give one example for transformational leadership or visionary leadership or authentic leadership or creative leadership. We can, without any thought, next thought that we are giving the name, call a name, Elon Musk, because he said failure is an option here. So what is the option? Everyone thought of options are something like which is very great. So maybe in terms of job description, job specification, or maybe in terms of salary, perks and privileges, we thought it is an option. But he said failure is also an option here, because if things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. If you are not failing in any sort of exercises, any sort of activities, the work what you are doing, that you are not innovating enough. So whatever you are submitting, that is going to accept. So you will stop there itself. You are not going to innovate. You are not going to iterate. You are not going to rejuvenate your skill set. That is what you should fail. That you take that failure is an opportunity. Failure is an opportunity for better world, for better success. Right? Yeah. So here I would like to talk, before going on to the case study. Here I wanted to talk about Elon Musk, or what different sort of companies. You can see there is no relation with one company to other company. So if you are in maybe pharmacy, so you are keep on going with medicine and pharmacy or some other medical related. If you are in manufacturing, so everything is in manufacturing. If you are in tourism, so everything is tourism. If you are in banking, everything is banking. But here, everything you can see that different. There is a diverse. There is a highly diverse relations. There is no correlation between the one company to one company having high diversity between the companies. You can see the Elon Musk at the age of 10 years, he have read many books as like as how much the graduate is supposed to read the books, that much books he have read. At the age of 12 years, the computer which is there at his home, it was not working. He himself read lot of books, he learned a lot of things, and he repaired that particular system. And in that only he have learned the programming, and he come with the first blaster on online gaming. At the age of 12 years, he sold it for $500. So this is what that his innovation and transformation has started from the schooling. So hardly it might be 8th, 7th, 8th class, right? After that, it started Zip2 in 1995. The Zip2, the later on, after that, some money from that. Then after he started X.com, one company have started in 90s, early 90s. It is like money transaction from one place to other place. Later on, it renamed as a PayPal. As you know that if you wanted to pay, attending some workshops or something in internationally, that you are using PayPal as an option, transforming online transactions from dollars to from Indian currency to their dollars. It may be euros, dollars, or whatever it is. Clear. So after that, the PayPal sold to eBay. eBay has taken over the PayPal. So through that, he got some money in some $1 million. So with that, he is having a vision. That is why I'm talking about the first he having his own interest according to his traits, his characteristics, his qualities. He come with the Zip2 and PayPal companies. Later on, he's having a vision. He thought of have a space. His plan is to construct home over there. Some home over there. Tourism he want to develop. He plan is he want to go there to moon, and he develops an environment, some greeneries, some big trees. It is as like as how our planet having the good greenery. So that is what his plan. After that, he wanted to build homes there, and he's wanted to send the from tourism from Earth to moon. This is what he's having a vision. So for that, he required some rockets. First, he have gone to Russia, and there he have asked for the rocket. They said it is about 8 was a high price. They rejected to give under $8 million. So then he's thought of, why don't he start his own business? Why don't he start his own company? Why don't he start with his own team, and he can make such a no one has it is because it is not that much easy task. It is not about a small water bottle business or some other so two-wheeler or four-wheeler or automobile or some other. It is SpaceX. It is completely highly restricted. That is what, as you mentioned in the first slide, you should promote collaboration, risk taking, right? Promote collaboration, risk taking, adaptive, resilient, and innovative. So he started his SpaceX in 2002. So even all the companies, even NASA, even ISRO, so all the companies, they thought of it is impossible project, but still he started. So later on, you can see that first days, even first rocket was failed, first rocket was failed 30 to 35 seconds. Second to orbit, thereafter he lost his signal. Again, third rocket also he's failed. Finally, fourth rocket success with that is what the rocket he has sent, and again it come back to the same positions. So generally rockets are going back there in orbit. Once they complete their work, it is running into the sea. But he is the one who is having with less price the rocket he is supposed to send. At the same time, once the work done, the rocket has to settle down the same position. That is what he succeeded. That is what he quoted. Failure is the opportunity. So if you are not able to fail, if you're not able to fail in some sort of work, you are not having enough innovation. You don't come with some innovative skills. Later on, he thought of you to have some instead of green energy, because renewable energy, green energy, because pollution. He thought of environment is full of pollution. Then he wanted to control that, so he started solar city. With that, he come with the Tesla cars, electric cars. You can see that driverless, without having driverless car. After that, he focused on hyperloop, fast transport underground. He's having tunnels. Through that, he's sending trains, which are fastest moving trains, hyperloops. After that, he worked, and today what we are moving on to the OpenAI and neural links. So the different sort of, why I'm talking about Elon Musk being a leader. So leader is not about you are having only one sort of skill. If you are having only autocratic leadership skills, democratic leadership, and license skills, you are not able to succeed long run in the market. You should have diverse skills like visionary skills, authentic skills, directive skills, supportive skills, delegative skills. There are different types of leadership skill set. Each and everyone should possess this. He is the one who is having all sort of skill set. And you can come to know recently Twitter also, he take over. Earlier he was the CEO, now Sulenda is the CEO for the Twitter, and he's working on that, and he used the particular platform for outreach to the more audience. Clear. So now he said, if you come with the two types of leadership, first, as I said, visionary leadership and transformational leadership. Incredible vision, perseverance, and determination he is having. And someone will ask you for visionary leadership and transformational leadership and charismatic leadership, because charismatic leadership is who is able to influence others to change in the whole automation, digitalization, everything has been changed, right? So charismatic leadership, transformative leadership, and visionary leadership, you can give the example Elon Musk, right? And moving on to the spiritual guru, about the leaders having three essential qualities of leadership. If you are practicing leadership, as I said, leadership is a process. If you are practicing the leadership, you should have a three essential quality. That is highly integrity, insights, that is vision, and inclusiveness. How to participate, we have to include all sort of the people. It is irrespective of the color, greed, experience, and all. We have to inclusive male and female, and different cultures and different origin, different geographical areas, and we have to integrate them. We have to collaborate them. So we should develop some harmony between the teams, and we should provide some goals. You have to expand, you have to effectively communicate your goal and vision, the new sort of knowledge that you are going to share. So the integrity, insight, and inclusiveness are the three essential qualities which an every leader should possess. That is which you are calling as the leadership. So here I am coming with professionals should embrace. Leadership skills every professional should embrace, because there are different types of, as I said, different types of leadership skills are there. If I discuss all this sort of leadership skills, it take a lot of time. Then I come with 7 core leadership skills. What do you mean by these 7 core leadership skills? Is it visible? Any disturbance? Right. First one is inspire and motivate others. The leader itself is who called as a leader. There is a difference between the manager and leader. Manager is someone who is able to manage the things. Manager is one who manage the things well. So that is do the things right. Whereas leader is do only the right things. Manager is do the things right, whereas leader is do only the right things. That means the leader is one who is going to inspire and motivates the people. Inspires and motivates the people, right? And second is effective communication of vision, and you have to show the empathy. How you are effectively communicating vision, what type of vision you are having. Your vision is 2025 vision. Even India, every year we are having 5 years plan. This is the 5 year next level in next 5 years, where we are going to be in terms of health, in terms of education, in terms of safety, in terms of construction, in terms of etc. All the different types of projects we are having. So next five years where we are going to further, we are having objectives, that is yearly objectives or 2 years objectives. So how you are effectively communicate, right? You have to communicate your vision where you are going to reach. For example, Tesla car, maybe 2025. Presently, the Tesla road drive vehicles, it is around 1,000 kilo. Once you charge, it will come beyond 1,000 kilometers. You can go with one charge. Maybe 2025, we are having different sort of vision, maybe 1,500 or 2,000, right? So different sort of vision that you should effectively communicate with the people. And third thing is strategic thinking, creativity, and flexibility. What do you mean by strategic thinking? You should think strategically. You should think very strategically. That is, for example, Amazon is coming with maybe Dasara offers or Christmas offers. He said the SBA credit card having a 10%, and he is having 1+1 offer. Different sort of offers Amazon is going to disclose. Instantly, you can see after a day, after a couple of days, Flipkart also coming with a different sort of strategy, marketing strategy, how to attract the customers, right? So Amazon with Flipkart at the same time, Swiggy is giving some sort of discounts. Instantly, you can see in Zomato having some sort of discount. Here, Wala is giving some discounts, Uber is giving some discounts. Here, Fresh to Home is giving some discount, and Licious is going to give some sort of discounts. Here, Reliance Digital is giving discounts. Here, Spencer. So everyone is strategically thinking to for the sustainability, to promote their product, to attract the customers. And it should be very creative. You can see these days in Paytm. Earlier, even still now, you can see in Google Pay and Phone Pay. So to get the scratch cards, to get the vouchers and cashback and bonus, so we are scratching all the way. But these days, you can see the Paytm coming with some nice frame design, the scratch bonus. Even single click, you come to know very different look, having all the stars, how it is moving and coming, some effect. So this is some sort of attracting the customers, right? Some creativity and coming with the flexibility, work from home. So if employees are very interested to work with, there should be some sort of relaxation for employees. Flexibility, employee flexibility should be there. So weekly, it is 40 hours. So you may work for one day, maybe 10 hours. Other day, if you have some work, you can work for 6 hours. This is the work that you are supposed to submit in 40 hours a week. It is not compulsory that morning you're supposed to come 8 o'clock, evening up to 4 o'clock, irrespective of your work, whether it is there or not, you're supposed to be there. Some flexibility should be that. Leader is there, whereas manager is working with according to with organizational policies. But here it is not, you are working with organizational policies. So we are having some flexibility, work from home, right? And fourth one is recognizing potentials. You have to identify the individual abilities. Each and everyone have their own set of skill set. How to identify, you have to reward them their skills, and we have to delegate the work, right? Delegation, authority delegation. So who is good at what? Who is good at what? Maybe someone is good at technical skills, as I discussed first. Someone is good at human skills. Someone is good at technical skills. You have to give human skills, human related work, whereas technical skills, technical related work. The person who is having effective communication and good interpersonal skills and maintain. So if you are giving some technical work to him, maybe MS Excel or PowerPoint or some other sort of work, he is not able to give 100% work what you are expecting. Whereas the person is very good at technical skills, you are giving effectively communicate with the people or marketing some product, is not going to come in. So identify the right individual and you have to delegate the work. And fifth one is training and feedback mechanism. You have to train them according to, once you identify the skill set where they are, whether they are fulfilling your organizational objective 100%. If he is fulfilling only 70%, it is later responsibility to identify those candidates and make them train. And we have to take the feedback, how much the training program really useful for the employees, right? And sixth one is very important, that is a problem solving decision making. Each and everyone able to solve the problems, but at what place they are going to solve, at what time they are going to solve, how they are going to solve the problem, whether they are able to identify the problem in such a way that he is going to get a better solution, and from the solution what type of decision that he is going to take. The timing is very important decision making. For example, you wanted to move from Chennai to Kanyakumari, so you are having different types of ways. maybe one way towards north, one way towards east, one way towards west. Out of the three ways, which way you are going to choose? Whether are you going to choose in terms of kilometers? Are you going to choose the road in terms of maybe it is an highway or state highway or national highway? Are you going to choose based on the climate? So on what basis that you are going to take decision, right? So all these are the different types of aspects that taking the right decisions. And finally, a drive for the result. Ultimately, you have to measure all your stuff through your result. These are the 7 core leadership skills for every professional should embrace. Clear? Next, coming to the case study. This is what I said. Second case study related. Now I will show you one case study. How this particular case study is really useful. How you can solve the problems through this particular case studies. There we are having different types of case, but here I come with a small case because we don't have much time in 1 hour. I thought I come with very small case. So through that you come to know by using these 7 sort of skills, right? Just now I shown you the 7 core leadership skills. Through that you can solve the case. Here you can see case study. It is about transforming company culture. How they are transforming the company culture. This is a case study. Is it visible? Yes. Can someone? I want you to read this particular case study. Yes, this case study is transforming company culture. How you are transforming the company culture. Here you can see Sarath is a CEO of technology startup that was struggling with a toxic work culture. Yes, the company was facing high employee turnover, lack of innovation, and poor productivity. So Sarath recognized the need for strong leadership skills to turn things around. So Sarath is the CEO for some technical organizations, right? Some startup is a toxic work culture. What do you mean by toxic work culture? The culture is about some beliefs, some facts, some norms, sharing some shared norms, shared beliefs, which you are calling as a culture. But because of this toxic work culture, instead of knowledge sharing, they are doing as a knowledge hiding. They are hiding knowledge instead of knowledge sharing. If they are hiding the knowledge, generally what happens? So group of person, they can do the work in one day with having a good knowledge sharing ability. Because of this toxic work environment, toxic work culture, the knowledge is hiding is increasing day by day. Instead of work one day, it may takes 2 days or a week, because we are hiding the knowledge. We are not sharing each other. Group of people means, so A having relation with B should share his information to maybe C or D, or C again has to share information with D, E, F may share information to E. So all it is interlinked because it's a collaboration, it's a teamwork. When you are not supposed to share the information, so there is a time lag. Clear? So in that grounds, the company is facing high turnover. Each and every employee is moving organization from one organization to other. So employee turnover is going to be increased. The retention is going to be increased. So that is, they are not able to retain a particular organization. Iteration is increasing. Iteration is increasing day by day. So lack of innovation. Innovation is also not there. And the poor productivity is there because of knowledge hiding. So all these things leads to company collapse, maybe bankrupt after some point of time. This is the major problem. Because of toxic work culture is the problem. Because of this, what are the consequences? Employees are leaving the organization, attrition rate is increasing, intention to quit the organization is increasing day by day, and there is no innovation at all because of the poor productivity. When there is no innovation, there is no product. There is no product, productivity is going to be less. This is what the Sarath recognized the need for strong leadership skills. Here, what type of leadership skills is supposed to use for better work culture instead of toxic work culture, better work culture, less employee turnover, and better innovation and better productivity. The question one is, what leadership skills did Sarath in this case study? What leadership skills did Sarath exhibit in this case study? Second, what strategies did Sarath use to improve the company culture? What sort of strategies? You can see the first question answer. I think you can see here. I think it is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So first question is, as you come to know, the problem is toxic work culture is the problem. Because of that problem, consequences are employees are leaving the organization. That is the one. And second, innovation is lacking because of their productivity also problem. These are the three major consequences of the particular case. The first question is, what type of leadership skills did Sarath exhibit in this case study? These skills already we have learned. I have given you 7 core leadership skill set that each and every professional should embrace, right? Every professional should possess. In that first one is visionary leadership. Again, here you can take the example of Elon Musk. He identified the need for positive work culture and set a vision for the transformation. So we are going to transform the organization. First, we have to make them understand the each and every employees what we are going to prepare, what we are going to share, how we are going to serve the customers and consumers. Clear? That is the one visionary leadership. Second is effective communication. How effectively you are going to communicate. That is what we have learned. This is the second point. Second point from our 7 core leadership skills. Effectively, you have to communicate the vision and the importance of healthy work environment to entire organization. Because it is toxic environment. Because of toxic environment, trust, we don't have trust. Organization sense of belonging is decreasing. No one is trust. We are no employees are developing trust about the organization, and engagement, work engagement also less because of the innovation, less productivity. Also, all these are going to be happen because of the toxic environment. So leader is supposed effectively communicate to the people what is expecting, what is existing. Clear? For the better work culture. And third thing is empathy. Empathy, that means you should understand the problems, have to put your leg into other shoes, and you check the size, because your the size is 7, others is might be 10, so you're putting your leg in other shoe, it is maybe loose. So maybe you are the 10 size, others might be having a 7, you are not able to wear the particular shoe. So the size fit, that means empathy. You have to look into others perspective and how to solve the particular problem, that is employee concerns, employee experiences, and to build for better trust and engagement and commitment. If they have trust towards the organization, they're highly engaged. If they're highly engaged, they're highly committed. If they committed, automatically productivity is going to be increased. So finally, the 6th point from the core, and the 7 core leadership skills, 6th point I said, problem solving and decision making. There is Sarath actively sought solution to address this toxic work culture and take decision actions. So we have to identify the problem. First, you have to identify the problem. A lot of times you are wasting time in coming with the solutions, but first you have to identify the right problem. If you go for, if you have some stomach pain, you are going for the doctor without having any diagnosis. First, he may give for 2 or 3 days some medicines. Once it is subsided, then it is good. If once it is not going to subside, then he will start finding the identification of the problem. Is it because of the medicines, whatever he thought of? It may be through some peripheral examinations. It may be appendicitis. It may be having some stones in the kidneys. It might be having some ulcer issues. You may have some acidity problem. We don't know why the stomach pain is coming often. So this is what you have to identify the problem. So most of the time, 50 to 60% coming with the right solution is not the way. That you have to identify the problem. Once you identify the problem, solution is easy, because we are having multiple solutions. For one problem, we are having multiple solutions, but which sort of solution that you are going to choose, that is called decision making. Identifying the problem, from that identifying the problem, we are having multiple solution. We have to choose the right one. The choosing is decision making approach. This is what the answer for the first question. Second is, what strategies did Sarath, right? What strategies did Sarath use to improve the company culture? To increase the company culture, what sort of, what is the necessary things for company improvement? Here again, you can see what we have learned from the 7 core skills. You can see from here. That is, again, Sarath has implemented, CEO has implemented creating an open door policy. Again, transparent communication for better improvement of, maybe in terms of salary, they are not satisfied, whether they are not satisfied in terms of their reward, recognition, responsibility, effective supervision, interpersonal skills, some privileges, what like some perks, benefits, insurance. Why they are not satisfied? Why this toxic environment, toxic culture is increasing day by day? For that, you should create some open door policy, so anyone can come and they can discuss their issues and concerns. And second is implementing employee feedback mechanism. That is what, once you give regular feedback sessions, like surveys, some focus group training, or maybe group discussion, some debate, and gather some inputs and make a data-driven decision. Data-driven decision, this is, you can come to know. For example, you are searching for a room in some make my trip holiday inn somewhere, planning for a next week. So even after, once you come out of the particular browser, so even your WhatsApp, even your Facebook, even you are using some Google, you are able to get some messages pop up there, right? So this room is for 2000. This room is the room which you have searched. You are having wonderful. How come they come to know that you are searching for the room? You search in Make My Trip and Holiday, how this Go or Agoda, or maybe in your Gmail, or maybe you are searching for Amazon or Flipkart or shopping, how they come to know? So every 10 to 15 minutes, you will be getting some text messages, some pop-ups in the online sites. This is completely, we are in data-driven world. That is what highly ambiguity, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, data-driven decision that we are supposed to take. So feedback plays a significant role. And investing professional development. So to train them. Leader responsibility is train the individuals. Leader is responsible to train the individuals in line with the organizational objectives, and also to foster positive work environment. Each and everyone know how to behave, but it is the continuous process, continuous learning. It is a continuous learning promoting. That is what in childhood, why up to 10th class, for each and every school, they are having a pledge. So daily morning, the pledge, why they are having that, to make them remember what type of culture, that what type of environment they are going to grow up. So what type of ethics or morals they are going to impose into their minds. The same thing here, it is going to happen through training programs, maybe ethical trainings, moral trainings, some visionary trainings, some technical trainings, so conceptual trainings. All these trainings are very essential. So finally, you should reward and recognize the people efforts. Each and every one, a group of people, when the group of 5 to 8 people are there, so they completed their task. The task is for 6 months. They have completed the task on time. So the work what they have submitted was appreciated, was rewarded. Then it is the time to appreciate and reward by the organization the work what they have done in terms of monetary gains, in terms of incentives, in terms of bonus, in terms of increments, in terms of position hike, in terms of giving some better position like promotions, or maybe transfers, or maybe deputations. All these are some sort of reward and recognition for better positive behavior for particular people. Clear? So finally, at last, what I said, what I was shown in the first slide was self-assessment of leadership skills. How you can assess your leadership skills. Here we are having 10 questions that come with. That is, you yourself can assess where you are. First is I effectively communicate my vision and goals to my team. So if you are the leader, if you are the leader from some pharmaceutical company, some insurance or banking or whatever it is, are you effectively communicating your vision and goals to your team? If yes, and write 4, that is agree or maybe strongly agree. So this is the total 10 questions. So each question is 1 to 5 areas. That means around 10 to 50 marks. It is 50 marks. So you can tick whether it is disagree or not. Second is I actively listen to the ideas and concerns of my team members. I can listen to their concerns, whatever they come with in terms of monetary or non-monetary, tangible or intangible. So I provide clear directions, guidance, and mentoring the people of my team because to achieve their goals, to achieve their objectives. I can delegate tasks effectively and trust my team members to deliver the results. I can motivate and inspire my team to perform at their best level. Right? I can take responsibility of my actions and admit mistakes when necessary. If someone is telling that whatever the decision which I have to, whatever decision I'm going to implement, if they are coming with some mistakes, they want some corrections in that, I'm actually make them participate and doing that. So I encourage collaborations and teamwork among team members. I handle different sort of issues and conflicts, disagreements effectively within the team. I provide constructive feedback to my team members and grow and develop, continuously seek opportunities to enhance my leadership skills through. All these are the some sort of questions. If you are able to answer these questions, then you come to know at what level you are, where you are. Through that, you can understand. So, what type of improvement that you require more. Clear. So here is the score. Manual score is higher scores indicate stronger. Higher scores indicate stronger leadership skills, where lower scores may suggest area for improvements. Whereas lower scores may suggest area for improvements. So the score range from 10 to 50. The score range from 10 to 50. 10 marks to 50 marks. If your score is above 45, then you are having excellent leadership skills. If your score is 40 to 45, you are having very good leadership skills. If your score is 35 to 40, you are having good leadership skills. If it is 30 to 35, it is average. If you are under 30, you are having poor leadership skills. You should work on. So you should work on the 7 leadership skills which I have shown. These are the 7 core leadership skills that you should understand and you should practice. These things you should practice: the creativity, flexibility, training, recognizing skill. All these are the practice through training programs, through reading, through experiencing, through continuous learning. All these are the some sort of skill set each and everyone we should. That is what the title is: the power of leadership skills to take the right decision through our case study base, because all the problems will come through different types of problems are there, but using these 7 skill set you are able to solve the problem effectively. Clear? So this is what the complete webinar. Thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity to talk to all the people. And the thanks to particular research circle team for inviting me and giving a wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yes. Thank you so much for this very nice session. If anyone has any question, you can ask, please. I think no one have any questions. So thank you so much all the participants for your active participation. Let me inform to all that this complete session will be available on our Business Rozgar YouTube channel. So if you want to watch it again or want to share to somebody, please do visit the Business Rozgar YouTube channel. Thanks. And last but not the least, thank you, Dr. K. Praveen sir, for taking out time for session. With your permission, I would like to end today's session here, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Thank you so much.